Hi, I'm Steve Smith, and this is Church Equippers. Last time I was with you, I was talking to you about the triage process for stuck churches. What we've discovered is that when a church has been at the same level for 2-3 years, there's usually one of 5 systems that are probably causing problems. And these systems are the spiritual life, the vision of the church, how you evangelize, how you disciple, and how you train leaders. Maybe one or more of these are offline and that's caused you to be stuck. But maybe you took the triage process and you discovered that you're healthy in all of those areas. So you're asking, why are we still stuck? Well, the answer to that is probably your connection system. And by that, I mean you are the connection system as the pastor. And I don't mean you're a bad pastor. I mean that you're a high-touch pastor, high-touch shepherd, somebody who's intimately involved in the lives of everybody in the church. You go out and spend time with them, you counsel them, you teach them the Bible, you visit with them when they're sick, and they are taking up a lot of your time. The truth is that most people only have a capacity for 40 to 60 relationships that they can maintain at any one time. And so if you have 60 relationships going on with people, if you include their kids, your church is probably running 75 to 100 people. And that's all you can handle. So what happens when somebody new comes into your congregation? Well, on that Sunday morning, you have 2 options that you might follow. The first one is you may take some time from somebody who already is part of the congregation and give it to the new people. And you're going to build a relationship with them and spend time with them, and they're going to love you because you're so personable, you're such a great shepherd. But the problem is that the person you took the time away from is going to begin to feel neglected. And in time, they're going to leave even as this new couple stays. They're going to say something like, well, I'm not getting my needs met anymore. And by that, they don't mean their spiritual needs. They're talking about their relationship needs. They need their pastor to be their shepherd, and you're not that anymore. So the congregation essentially stays the same size. Or you might do option 2. I don't have any more time for relationships, so I cannot give any time to that new couple, but I'm hoping other people in the congregation do, which rarely happens. As a result of that, they leave and you're still at the same size you've always been, because everybody who comes to your church has to connect to you. So what can you do? Well, I'll tell you that most of you won't change, not because you don't understand what I just said. You won't change because that's how you're wired. You're wired to be a shepherd, and you want to be a shepherd, and it just doesn't feel right to be anything else. Be okay with that. God has made you that way. And there's a lot of people who are high-touch shepherds. 60% of all churches in America run 100 people or less. And so those are the churches that you are part of, and you should be celebrating what God has made you to do. But some of you are going to say, I'd like to do it differently. What I need to do to change? Well, the first thing you need to do is to rethink what it means to be a pastor. Instead of saying, I need to be the high-touch shepherd, you have to say, I need to train other shepherds to shepherd the people in the congregation so that I can take my role as the equipper and the leader of the congregation. This is something you can do with a coach, and a coach can help you to process that change. Let me tell you that it'll be very emotional change. It's going to cost you something to do it that way. But if you pursue that kind of change, and you will train people to do what you've been doing up to now, the church can begin to grow again. I hope this will help you as you think about how to lead your church off the plateau that it's on.